My name's Al Catanzarit. I am a few months away from turning age 60 and born and raised and continue to live here in beautiful Western Pennsylvania. I first injured my shoulder in my early 20s. Weightlifter, boxer, martial artist, trying to do crazy things, and my shoulder started to sublux or partially dislocate. And it did so on a regular basis. And instead of having it taken care of early on, I let it go. And I kept training, kept lifting weights, kept boxing, and it kept getting worse. As my shoulder got progressively worse, I started to notice that everyday things that I could do before started to become a problem. Reaching in the back of my truck to grab my briefcase, my shoulder would almost dislocate. Throwing baseballs to my 3 sons, playing fetch with my dogs. All those activities you take for granted. Actually sleeping. I sleep on my side. Unfortunately, it was on that side. Some of those things, again, that it's like, oh my goodness, I can't do these simple things anymore. For the next 25 or so years, but during the course of that time, it became very arthritic, bone on bone, and that's when I realized that I had to look into some kind of remedy. Once I got to kind of that breaking point, I started to confer with surgeons in my area, and they all came to the conclusion that what I needed was total shoulder replacement. So I started to research other options, and I came across Dr. Kovac's website, and I started to read and research the OVO with inlay glenoid surgery. Once I researched and had my initial consultation with Dr. Kovac, he said I was a candidate for the OVO with inlay glenoid surgery, so we scheduled it. The date of surgery I had to be there at 5 a.m. It was just as he and his staff had said it would be. What was surprising to me is after the surgery, from the moment I woke up in recovery, I had no pain, none. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop and the pain to start, but I really had no pain. I started the rehab the following week, and 12 weeks of progressive rehabilitation put me back in the gym as Dr. Kovac said it would. So from surgery to being back in the gym and starting to do the things that I love to do, and at that point in time having full range of motion, was 12 weeks, and I thought that was incredible. After the surgery, after the rehab, I was back to the boxing and all the martial arts, but really, I think struck me even more so was the everyday things that I had issues with doing before the surgery. From grabbing a plate, from throwing a bone to my dog, from playing baseball with my kids, washing my back, those kind of things that, until you have an injury, you take for granted. But then once you have the injury and you feel better, you never take for granted again. I truly want to thank Arthrosurface for developing the OVO with inlay glenoid surgery. It literally changed my life. I don't think it's even too dramatic to say it gave me my life back. I can do the things that I love to do that I couldn't do before. So thank you, Arthrosurface.